Hi, it's Michael Murphy here. I'm here in Glensfolly, in my home club for the GAA Kellogg school camps. It's the Glensfolly's week this week, and I suppose I've been around all day here, looking at all the mingling with all the different age groups here. They're learning all the skills of the game, all the fundamentals in both football and in hurling. So it's just brilliant to see, and likewise while they're doing that they're having fun, so there was good crack and smiles on faces. And growing up I was always a person that would have went to the cool camps, and then as I grew older I would have even coached in the camps and would have went around visiting the camps. So I think it's just a brilliant way, I suppose. It seems to be a really fun environment for them to be in. You know, trainings with their clubs is always, it's always developmental, and yes, there's fun there too. But I think the whole key idea of the Kellogg School Camp is supposed to have a little bit more fun over the course of the week. And there's no better way, I believe, anyway, in learning the whole skills of the game and learning the ethos of the GAA through fun. Because if things are a bit too serious, especially at this younger age group, it just doesn't become enjoyable. So I think the number one aim that the Kellogg School Camps wants to get across is to learn the key skills of the game, but also doing that through a fun environment where the young kids leave the camp wanting to come back again and again and want to go home practicing the key skills of the game.
Michael would have been the same as any other youngster here. Was mad to get up here playing football, mad to get kicking the ball over the bar, along with all his own lads of his own age group. Would spend a lot of time here. Great thing, we hear great stories back from other clubs when they come here as underage football. Michael and Neil Gallagher, who also played with the county here. Another man, Kieran Bonner, another lad, Gary McFadden, the four of them. They'd always be here at the underage games, standing over in the bank there, looking down in the games. And of course when the other clubs would see them, sometimes they would take their eye off the ball at the games, and they'd be mad to get associating with them and get their autographs and all that crack. You know, all the youngsters here know Michael, and Michael knows them, and I suppose that's the way rural Ireland is, and that's one of the great things about the GAA.
Michael Murphy is a good player for Donegal, and he's fun at some stages, and then he's just serious in the matches, so yeah, he's good fun.
Michael Murphy is, he's kind of hero of the Glen really, but it's great to see him about, and it really boosts the kids' enthusiasm and stuff. So yeah.
Michael Murphy he's class crack, and I think in my opinion, him and Big Neil are the best Gaelic players I've ever met, and they're good crack as well.
The tips are quite simple. Something I suppose tips I would have got as a young fella myself would still be to the forefront of my mind now as I still play inter-county football, and that is practice. There's nothing really that can do it, and I suppose practicing on your own. You know, everybody trains together, whether that be a Tuesday and Thursday night. But really, I suppose what tends to separate maybe players from other players is what they do when they go home. You know, as they say, the modern day society now with all the fancy new technologies is brilliant in one way, but it's vitally important that when you go home, like when we grew up, you were just school bagging behind the door and you were straight outside to play football, and you would have had the slits broken top of the garage roof from kicking ball over there. So it's just important to really practice, especially when you're away from your own group. So that then when you come to your own training then with your group or with your club, that you have those skills honed and you can go and perform them then at the training session. So just really to practice and then enjoy being there then when it comes to training, you know.